Welcome back to 5 Acres of Fun. Hopefully, you will learn, as I learned, how to build a finished traditional sauna.
All right, we've cleaned out our closet, and this is off our master bathroom. And the goal here is to build a traditional Finnish style sauna. So this is going to be finished hopefully soon. So the approximate dimensions are almost 4 feet wide by about 10 feet long, which is going to be a long, skinny sauna. Maybe not the perfect setup, but it's what we're working with. So for a while, we've used this as storage, so our linens and bathroom products. So my wife is taking care of all that elsewhere, which will lead to other building projects. So stay tuned for that. But I'm going to walk you through this build, and so from start to finish, you'll see everything go in into the final product. I'm doing this as cheap as possible, meaning that I've bought a lot of the materials from Facebook Marketplace, so not used, but excess materials that other people had. I've looked for really good deals, and so by the end of the project, I will list the cost and links to any products that I use, typically from Amazon. But stick with me, and I really hope that the finished product is awesome and kind of changes definitely how we use the space. And um,
Like all good projects, we started with demo. So me and the crew are tearing out drywall and carpet and then cleaning up. Because it was a closet and some of the walls were interior, not everything was insulated, so I insulated everything and laid down Durarock. I found my tile on Facebook Marketplace. It was left over from somebody's project, so I got a great deal. Make sure you check out Marketplace for building items like this. I'd never done tile before, but it really wasn't too bad. One controversial item on this sauna build was that I did not put a drain. We've been using it for over a month now, and I have zero regrets. Many people will say you need a drain, but for me, it hasn't been an issue at all. So again, if you're debating a drain and you have the ability, go for it. But kind of just depends on placement and your water usage. I like a really dry sauna mostly, so it wasn't a huge issue for us. Because this closet is built over a stairwell, there's a 45-degree slant to one of the walls, and so it added a real nice artistic feature with tile meeting wood halfway up. I vapor wrapped the entire room using a vapor wrap that I found on Amazon. All Amazon products I'll link in the comments below. But this was a really fun part and actually was much easier than I thought. So make sure you go with a nice thick poly wrap and it goes on great. And then I taped all the seams. After the vapor barrier, I put up furring strips, which just allow for airflow and for the tongue and groove to be nailed in. I put up the Western Red Cedar tongue and groove on the ceiling and added the lights as I went. To attach the tongue and groove, you want to make sure you use stainless steel nails so it doesn't rust. I used a low grade Western Red Cedar, meaning that it's not clear. It has a decent amount of knots, but again, for the walls and ceiling, I wasn't concerned with having clear cedar. Clear means it has no knots. I did put in a 4-inch vent below the heater and on the opposite wall. For the benches, I used 2x4s, Western Red Cedar, and lag bolts to hold them into the wall or to brace them to each other. I also added a 45-degree brace for the top bench about halfway through. I used the Vivor 9 kilowatt sauna heater with controls on the outside. Very inexpensive, but have been very happy with it. And if it breaks, I can replace it at a very low cost. I mounted LEDs under the benches. They are Sauna rated, bought them off Amazon, and they are on a dimmer switch. And they add just like the perfect ambiance to the sauna. I built the door myself. I used 2x6 Western red cedar and a piece of leftover glass from a shower that I had previously taken apart. This is the control panel for the heater. It runs on 220 volts. You can set temperature as well as a time limit. This is a list of the overall cost and where I purchased the products. Again, links will be in the comments below for anything from Amazon. But overall, it was just over $2,000 to build this incredible built-in sauna for our family.